Hello! You already save a lot of money every year thanks to our videos, so save on car parts too. Buy them on the Mr. Auto app. Shipping is free!
You will find the bulk drum brake kit used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and pull up the handbrake. In order to change the back drums on your vehicle, you must lift the back of your vehicle and remove the wheels to have full access to the drum brakes. Raise the front of the vehicle and put it in the 2-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. You can now see the drum brakes on your car. Release the handbrake, otherwise the operation will be impossible. Using a hammer and a large flathead screwdriver, remove the cover on the drum brake. With a T-handle wrench, a long extender and a 21mm socket, release the central nut on the brake drum, then remove it. Tip: place the wheel on your vehicle, screw in 2 stud bolts and pull on this to facilitate the removal of the drum. Then remove the drum. You can now access the brake mechanism. Be sure to protect the floor with cardboard or a plastic cover to collect the fluids. Using pliers for the handbrake cable, remove the handbrake cable from its latch. Using pliers, all while holding the stem from behind, unclip the holding slips on the trims. You can do this by pushing on the springs and making a quarter turn to free them. Then, remove the stems. By levering off with a screwdriver, extract the trims from their housing. When replacing the back brake drums, you should also replace the brake cylinder, essential component in the good working of the system. Tip: to avoid the brake liquid running when you unscrew the hose, hold down the brake pedal with a bar and the driver's seat. For this, with a metallic brush, start by cleaning the back of the cylinder. These elements can often get jammed, so use a penetrating oil to facilitate the operation. Take an 8mm spanner to remove the inlet hose for the brake liquid and a 10mm socket to remove the screw on the cylinder frame. You can now remove the cylinder and put the old drain cap onto the brake to protect it. With brake cleaner, clean the plate to take off the brake dust left by wear and tear on the linings. Clean it again to remove the liquid that might have come out.
Please support us, subscribe and like the video, that will be really cool.
Once cleaned and dried, grease the support surfaces for the lining with copper grease. take the new cylinder supplied with the drum brake kit. You will start by completely tightening the frame screw to make tightening the brake hose easier. Take the pre-assembled brake shoe provided in the kit. This will allow you to avoid the troublesome assembly process required in those kits that have not been pre-assembled, in particular the automatic handbrake cable catch. Then position the linings, starting by putting in place the brake cylinder, then in the lower stop. Once properly put back in place, reassemble the holding clips with the new locking tips. On the workbench, clean the drum with the brake fluid. Then using coarse sandpaper, treat the braking surface to improve its hold. Once cleaned and dried, grease the support surfaces for the lining with copper grease. Before putting it in place, it may be necessary to relax the settings on the handbrake cable. You can now close the work area by putting the drum back on. Put the external central nut in place. You should pay careful attention to properly tighten it using a large socket wrench and a 32mm socket. And finish off the tightening using a torque wrench. After changing your brake drums, it is necessary to bleed the brake fluid to remove the bubbles in the system. We strongly advise you to watch the tutorial, Bleeding the Brake Fluid System. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Then, put the cover back on the nut. To set the cable tension, check that the brake drum can turn quite freely by lightly brushing the brake linings. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle, putting it back on the ground. Operation completed.
Hello, if this video helped you, like and subscribe.